welcome to episode 8 of the ATX Gear Show. I'm Kenny.
And I'm Wes.
And today we're taking a look at the JOYO DC
and DC 2
digital delay pedals. We're gonna give a quick overview of the DC original one, just play like through it for a second, and then hand it off over to Wes, and we're gonna combine the two because yours has more features than this one.
The DC has all of the features of the DC 2 has all of the features of the DC plus a few more delay modes and a looper, which unfortunately I discovered upon using this. However, you cannot use looper and delay at the same time. So if you're watching this video because you were specifically wondering that before you make your purchase, that's one thing you ought to know up front. Unless I'm completely wrong and there's some way to do it that I'm not aware of, but I don't think so. So we'll be using both of them while I play to kind of get a few delay tones going on.
Exactly. So let's get into this. How about we have somebody tell us about this?
The JOYO DC is a flexible delay pedal with a built-in tap tempo that can be independently operated at any moment to change the delay time with ease. The DC Delay's dual channels can save their own chosen delay time separately, as well as other relevant parameters, so you have different delay effects to use with your playing when needed. The original DC features copy, analog, modulation, and reverse delays. The JOYO DC2 is a feature-rich delay pedal with everything from the original DC plus more. It combines 8 different delay types with a looper into one mighty stomp box. The DC2 features space, lo-fi, filter, tape, digital copy, analog, mod, and reverse delays. The JOYO DC and DC2 digital delay pedals are next-level awesomeness.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a couple of things, man.
Walk me through the presets.
Okay, so the presets, I've got it set on analog for my first preset. Barely in the mix, just there, just enough to add a little bit of reverb, basically.
And so the echo time is about, any idea? Pretty short, right?
Pretty short. You see it here. The time is just barely noticeable. You'll hear it just barely there. And then
kind of like a slapback echo.
Exactly. More like a slapback echo is how I've got it set up on this first one. On the second one, I got a little crazy and put it way out there. I don't really play with that much delay. I don't know how to work that much delay, but I will try and see what this one sounds like. And I'm going to use the analog section. And I'm going to use the modulation section.
And you have 2 presets on this,
and
right?
I've got 2 presets.
It allows for 2, A and B.
Right. Does have tap function. I'm not going to tap function, but it does. You do have to engage it with both foot switch at the same time, which if you got a wide foot, probably works great. If not, might be a little difficult.
If you're playing barefoot, forget about it.
Yeah. But and once you get it on though, then either knob, either switch works for the tap. All right, man. So I'm gonna get into this. This is my analog sound that I would play with always on.
Now let's hear a little bit of that delay. Just hit me like a and let's just hear kind of what you got going on there, what it sounds like. Okay. Very short slapback echo. Now for effect, let's play that one more time where you're playing, and I'm just going to turn the level, the mix up. Okay. See where we go from there.
So basically what you did when you adjusted, so if I want to save what you just did, and now that's saved.
Nice. How do you know if you're saving it to A or B?
Because B, you got to turn it on.
Okay.
And then adjust. And then adjust and then edit again.
Otherwise, by default, you're saving to your A preset.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. All right, so I'm going to switch over to B. This is way more delay than I would ever attempt to use. So.
All right, so we got the DC2 all jerry-rigged up here. I'm going to play through it, you know, just doing some regular old delay tones. Keny will move the knobs on there and we'll check it out. And then we'll move into the looper function, to which I have another DC added after it so I can get a little delay with my tone and make myself sound good. Let's get into it.
Good.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Got.
What was that one you clicked on? Because that sounded very different.
This one?
The last one you clicked
That's
on was a
analog.
tape. No, the very last one you had it on. It was tape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Turn the mix up on that one. Remember where it's at, but turn it up like all the way. Well, that's a weird one. Let's check out some space echo, some space delay. We're going out to space. Y'all ready? Space. I like that. It sounds spacey.
Sounds more like the beach to me.
Yeah.
The last one is module.
So with a little chorus on the delay.
Exactly.
That's an interesting one. Let's check out the looper on it.
All right, dude.
Now, the looper is interesting that we discovered earlier in that, A, you can't use it in conjunction with delay, again, as far as I'm aware. B, when you hit the record button, that's one knob, and to start the loop is another knob. And traditionally on the loopers I've been familiar with, it's you hit one, and when you're ready to start the loop, you hit that same button.
Right.
This one, they're two different buttons. You have your play and stop button, as well as the record/dub button. Kenny's going to hit the buttons. I'll play while he hits the buttons. You ready?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, why did it go green?
Oh, because you on mod, son.
Oh, yeah, we gotta put it on looper.
Gotta go to looper.
Gotta go to looper.
Are we on the looper?
On looper.
Looper.
All right. 2, 3, 4.
We're making on-the-fly adjustments here, folks. This is how we roll, baby. It's complete chaos on this show. Too much sound. Too much sound. So what do you think?
So I think that these are really, really good delay pedals. I really do. I think they're great. I think they're a little more digital than I personally would ever use.
Compared to the JF08 that we tried from JOYO?
I love that pedal, dude. That pedal was warm and it had like a nice analog feel. It really did.
Some of the settings on these pedals, like on the DC, I really like the Space Echo one. It has sort of that warm, like the JF08, like a good warm analog delay. Right. It's not overbearing and in your face. It sort of lays in the background very nicely, which is really the kind of delay that I like. I'm not a big, and nothing against, but I'm not a player who plays a lot of very like pronounced up in your face delay, because that requires a whole technique that I just don't really do. And some players are fantastic at that. And it has those. That's what you want, the digital sort of carbon copy. You want something exactly when you want to do that kind of sound. We don't do that.
No, but these pedals definitely will do all those delay things that you guys who really use delay, these will do it. Absolutely. The DC, I did notice, has a foot switch where you can connect for your, I guess, your tap function or whatnot.
Right.
The DC2 doesn't have that. It's stereo though. So
it is true stereo in and out, which is great. No external foot switch for tap, but unlike the DC1, it is not a 2-button tap tempo. It is a 1-button. You hold the record overdub button for tap tempo, and after you've held it for a few seconds, you can begin to tap with that foot, and it'll tap in the tempo for the delay, which is really great. I mean, I don't need to explain in much detail why having 2 buttons for a tap delay is not a good idea. I think everybody who's played that pedal in the Amazon reviews say that. So we're going to give away the DC today. Leave a comment, like our page, subscribe to our page rather, and leave a comment telling us why you'd like the DC pedal. And at the end of the month, we will put all those comments into a random generator, close the poll, and send it out to whoever wins it. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please hit the like button below, leave a comment, and if you like our content, subscribe to our channel for a new video every week. Stay tuned next week for a new video that we haven't planned yet. We don't know what we're doing, but we'll do whatever we want, because f*** you, you fucking piece of shit. We hope you enjoyed our show this week. Please stay tuned next week, where we're as serious as we can possibly be. And if you like our channel, consider subscribing to it. You don't have to, but if you would like to, it's something to think about. New video every week. Next week, I'll be honest, we haven't planned what we're going to do yet. However, we will do something, I swear. Because we're half drunk. But fully reviewed. That's it. I'm done with this episode. Use one of those two.